So, wanted to update you guys on my diet. I have not been eating the OMAD style for about 5 weeks because I've been in Japan, as I have done or told you in my last video. I have been eating most days twice a day, lunch and dinner, which worked much better than if I would have tried to stick to eating one meal because, yeah, to be honest, being invited quite often and also being provided a free lunch was quite a temptation. So I ate lunch and dinner, which worked out quite well because I was combining it with cold showers and exercise in the morning. And this is something I want to talk about in this video because I felt that it also has certain benefits that you get not from prolonged fasting alone. It can add to the benefits you get. And for example, this is you can increase your amount of vegetables, for example, the volume of food, which otherwise you could not eat in one meal. You can eat them in 2 meals. And then still, if you combine this shorter fasting period, this shorter fasting window with cold showers and exercise, followed by several more hours of fasting, I feel you get similar benefits as a longer fasting window. And that is because, exercise is similar in its benefits to fasting, and cold showers also increase your fat burning hormones like adrenaline and cortisol, and this in the morning combined with several minutes of exercise will definitely push you further into the fast than it would otherwise do. Yes, if you want to read more about this cold showers and its effects and exercising following by several hours of fasting, go to my blog. I have written a more detailed article about it, also talking about the possible side effects and possible negative effects that you might want to look out for if you're doing it, because cold showers can also overstimulate your thyroid and your adrenal glands because they require quite some output of hormones to bring up your body temperature again. Yes, and lastly, I am in the process of readjusting to the 1 meal a day diet, and I can tell you it is not as easy as just going where you ended. It's, I think, much better to stay on a positive protocol that you want to keep instead of slipping from it and then having to readjust to it, because it takes kind of same amount of mental energy it did the first time. Not quite as much because you have done it before and you can do it, but it's not that you are continuing where you stopped. So it's worth to consider if you think about deviating from your chosen positive habits, and I'm now experiencing that it is much better to stick to them. And but I'm still also glad that I now can experience this process again and see how my body is readjusting and how it feels. Yeah, that's it so far. I'm still eating a high-fat vegan diet, or I'm back to it. As I told in my last video, I was eating some fish and also some meat in Japan because of the circumstances. I made it easy for myself, so to speak, to not stick to the vegan diet. I know that is against my own core beliefs, and but I think it is all about harm reduction and reducing animal products and their intake as much as possible is my goal, and that is still what I'm doing and what I'm after. so no issue there going back to eating vegan. But I feel so much better now after a few weeks on this very high fat lifestyle, and I can tell you it definitely takes some weeks to adjust. It's not as easy for your body to really become a fat burner from being a carbohydrate burner before. And yeah, feels good to have a kitchen back and being able to cook again and have all the good foods that German supermarkets can provide, and also for the prices, because that's considerably higher in Japan for vegetables and especially nuts. The only thing that's very cheap there is the fish, which is sad. But yeah, that's how it is. And yeah, I'm looking forward to being back on the OMAD lifestyle for a couple of weeks and see how I feel. So goodbye.